I'm Kitty.
And I'm Max.
And this is Dango Duo. And welcome to episode 3 for part 4.
Just the reaction for episode 4 of Magical Girl Racing Project Keikaku.
Yep, there's too many Keikakus in that.
If you are at all new to our reaction series, we recommend you check out the playlist. We are reacting to Fall Anime 2016, giving our thoughts on the countless, as much as we can catch, anime that's coming out this season.
As much as our brains can intake.
Yes. There, especially when it comes to the intense, heartbreaking / heart-wrenching stuff, which may or may not be part of this particular episode.
But whoa, wait a minute.
Whoa, I was about to spoil what happens in this episode, Kitty. Why did you stop me?
We can't do that. We gotta wait till the spoiler zone.
The spoiler zone? You mean what happens after we do a quick summary? Talk about the good, the bad, and our recommendation?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah. Also, why would you start at part 4?
Exactly. So, you know how this video is gonna go. So let's dive right in. Kitty, what happened in Magical Girl Racing Project Episode 4?
Well, we begin by learning about Ruler's true identity, her non-magical girl self, and how she became a magical girl. Because she thought everyone in the world were fucking idiots.
Yep, and she turned out to be...
pretty much correct.
Yeah. What else happened in that episode?
And then there was a big battle.
There was a big battle, and I think that's a pretty good way to leave it.
Yep. There was a big battle, and we find out the Ruler's true identity, and that's about it.
Yep. Remember, we try to keep these relatively brief, because we want you to go and watch it. You can go watch this anime and countless others for free over at Crunchyroll. It's a wonderful website.
By the time this video comes out, you can watch 4 for free, so
Yep.
Girl, you good.
Crunchyroll! I was gonna say, you nasty. The good kind of nasty.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Sexy
Crunchyroll. There is a Crunchyroll mascot, Crunchy Hime.
Yep, she has her own comic and stickers and everything.
Yeah, she has her own sticker pack on the iOS store, which is pretty funny.
Fantastic.
Anyhow, things unrelated to the episode out of the way. Kitty, now that we know what happened in this episode, what did you like the most?
Well, my favorite thing about this episode was the battle scenes were awesome.
Yeah.
Great music, great animation, some really cool shit that goes down. Like, you actually get to see La Pucelle's, power in action. Where she turns her fucking giant sword and just, it's, literally, towards the end, she turns it into, the size of a building and smacks a building with it.
Stand aside, Cloud Strife. Your Buster Blade has been downgraded.
It has been busted.
That was way better than mine.
But yeah, no, the battle scenes in this episode were fantastic. I didn't get tired of them, because there were little breaks in between that helped you, help the tension of the battles. It
did. I have to agree with you. It did the right thing for fight scenes in which the jumps to different points of view help you maintain the tension because they're still meaningful to what is going on.
Exactly. It's not just
as opposed to another anime that I watched this season where let's just cut to another place where nothing meaningful is happening for 5 minutes.
Where nobody we care about is talking about nothing we care about.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan as well.
But
the battle scenes are pretty fucking cool, and you get to see a lot of the powers of the girls in action, which is pretty cool.
Now, as for what I liked, and it's hard to talk about this without spoiling what particularly happened, but let's just say that...
I talk about the twist.
It's not particularly the twist, it's the build-up to the twist. Because, you know me, you know the way that I do things. I particularly enjoy what storytelling is very tight and very well applied. And if I had to sidestep the spoiler, I just want to say that episode 4 has been building up, continuing the tradition of tight storytelling, where a lot of things happen in a small amount of time, but it flows smoothly from scene to scene. It does effective moments of cutting away to something that is still meaningful to what is going on, so you don't lose interest. Or again, the Attack on Titan episodes, 2 through 9 problem of let's cut away from the fight.
Or
I guess
even later when they keep cutting away to the governor.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever
that happens in Iseta too. It's just so bad.
It's really
bad. But and then that's the thing where when storytelling is good and effective, you don't notice it because you're following the stories so smoothly. And like I did for episode 1, like I did for episode 2 and 3, I didn't notice that I was 9 episodes in, and I'm so much has already happened. I've learned so much, and it's so very effectively well told. I have my reservations about the story, though. It's not by any means perfect, so...
No.
Kitty, how would we talk about the things we didn't particularly enjoy about this episode?
Well, for me, actually, I feel like this was a pretty gosh darn solid episode. I don't know if I can even think of really a big negative. I like where the twist came from.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a very, very, very minor negative. And it has to do with the spoiler, so I can't say it fully, but I don't understand why the character gave the things to the other girls.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That particular
part didn't quite flow as well.
I have my own personal theory. Kitty, how close? Because the issue in writing is that when you start questioning whether the writers know what they're doing or care, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being no worries to 10 being I don't think they know what they're doing. How?
I'm pretty low. I would
pretty
say
low,
like,
right?
like 2 or 3.
Yeah. It's the thing where it's like
I have a feeling that this has something to do with it. I just don't understand it at this moment in time.
Exactly.
It will probably be explained in the next one.
And I think that's very indicative of how tight the story is. Because like generally when it comes to I like to give writers the benefit of the doubt, and I say that I come into every anime with that rating at 0.
Yeah.
You know? And so far, the only issue, and I'm bringing it up again even though I complained this on the previous episode because it hasn't improved, Fav looks so much like Monokuma from Danganronpa, so much like Monokuma, and I know that I said this in the previous episode.
He doesn't really do anything in this episode.
He doesn't really do anything, but every time I thought and again, maybe this is because this episode's so tight that I had to bring up the one thing that still bothers me, and that is that Fav looks so much like Monokuma.
Really blatant.
So much like Monokuma, and I want to be wrong. I want the writers to be like, now we tricked you by setting up expectations.
Yeah. And I could see that happening because they've certainly surprised me. I was definitely not expecting this episode to end the way it did. Yeah,
definitely. And if I have to slide one more thing before we, give our recommendations, I think the character design of Calamity Mary is still the worst one.
It's really bad. Also, at this point in the video, I want you to put the picture of her drinking the Jack Daniels. And the Jack Daniels dripping down her chest.
I thought that was I know it's a bottle of Jack Daniels, but it behaves like maple syrup.
Yeah.
She's just drinking that maple syrup. Her design is downright atrocious.
Yeah.
And
her and Ripple are the two designs I don't like.
They're pretty bad.
And Swim Swim's just stupid.
That's
a different story.
We will talk about Swim Swim in a bit. But for now, you've heard our thoughts. Kitty, are you going to keep on watching this anime?
Hell yeah.
Same here, absolutely. I think that and I like to bring up this question is what would this anime have to do for me to elevate the rating of not caring anymore or not trusting the writers?
It would have to drop the ball so hard at this point.
I feel like it's done a really good job of holding your hand, of showing you a story without a lot of hiccups and mistakes.
Full
basically the opposite of my experience with the setting, which that story tripped at every freaking every freaking 5 minutes it was tripping over its own
with
butt.
The introduction of the new character towards the end, that's where it could spiral downwards, but I have a feeling that they have their tight grip on it.
So far I have seen little reason outside of the character designs, which really could just be blamed on the character designer.
Yeah.
But aside from all of that, the story's been really tightly packed, very well written. This is making me interested on picking up the light novel.
Yeah, definitely.
This is one of those things where I'm like this is based on a light novel, excuse me, and just like the opposite effect, because I read the SAO novels because the SAO anime is freaking atrocious, and I was interested. In this case, though, I really want to check the source material, because if it's really good and they're adapting it really well, that's the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
So for the time being, that's what we think. We want you, if you're interested, to go check it out. And if you have already seen it, then tag along because the spoiler zone is about to begin. We're going to spoil everything, absolutely everything that happened in great detail. And it begins in 3,
2,
1.
Holy fuck, Swim Swim.
Holy fuck, Swim Swim. Remember last review when I said she didn't look gullible?
Yep. It's funny, though, because she was mega gullible, but then she's learning her own gullibility and using it.
Okay, I think we first need to talk about this. Let's take it point by point, okay?
Let's talk about the betrayal.
We're talking about Mario Party levels of betrayed here, okay? Now, let's take it from the top. We meet Ruler.
Yep.
And we learn
Ruler's true identity.
And we learn that Ruler is pretty much what you would call the Nintendo Pokemon demographic at this very moment. the target demographic.
Yep, she's a salary woman.
She's a salary woman.
She's always been unhappy with the way people have like looked down upon her because she's a girl.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like they were kind of selling her as being bossy, but I'm like, that's just people being like sexist, though.
Yeah, people being dicks to her.
Yeah, being sexist towards her. So I'm like, that's the one thing where I'm like, you're trying to sell her as being an asshole, but that's not really what's happening. But she was only
being an asshole shaped by the assholes around her, perhaps.
Exactly.
So we get to see her, and with that shot where she's playing the game and you see her as ruler, it kind of confirms your whole story coming together. And you get to learn her power, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
How it works.
Yeah, and I like that it's one of those super overpowered abilities.
But then there's
with limitations. And I like that's actually really clean writing, where it introduces an element that you think about, and then just it applies the rules to it, so you understand the limitations that it has. And I like that she went out of her way to say that she had told nobody about those limitations.
Yeah. I thought that would come back to bite her, but it didn't. Actually.
And isn't that funnier though? Yeah. When you realize that you did all this planning and all this thinking, and it was all for nothing.
With the limitation of your power.
Now let's hold on for a second, okay? Kitty. In the previous episode, we knew that the C-listers were going to try and take the candies away from Snow White.
Yep.
And their plan goes into action in this episode. We have the little Peachy? No, Preaky? No, what are they called?
I don't remember.
Peachy Angels? It's not Peachy Angels.
No.
It's Peaky Angels.
Peaky, yeah, and I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway.
Well, they have a pretty silly name. They have a pretty silly name.
They also have individual names.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I don't know.
But yeah, they go and they manage to do, of course, the terrible thing of, or actually, So-chan did the thing that you shouldn't do.
Which you should never do.
Split the party.
Yep.
Don't split the party.
Especially leaving, the healer alone.
No, okay. Hold on for a second, okay? Mm-hmm. Healers serve a purpose. Snow White has no abilities of her own.
She has the ability to find help.
That's not really...
People who need help.
Kitty, we talked about this last time. She has no offensive or defensive or support abilities. She's utility, sure.
Yeah.
Kind of I keep thinking to myself.
I guess then it'd be like leaving your escort, the person you're escorting behind.
Exactly. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like that's the thing, and it makes sense for them to make that mistake, especially because So-chan is super Mamoruing.
Yeah. But also
Snow-chan.
So-chan believes in...
Did I just say Snow-chan?
Snow-chan.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go with that.
Perfect. But also So-chan believes so much in the good
good
of the magical girls that So-chan
yeah.
didn't think oh, you guys are trying to be dicks to us. Why would you do that? Why would you try to steal these candies? Mm-hmm. But then he doesn't realize that they're actually after Snow White, not him.
So, a battle ensues.
Yep, and it's awesome.
A really awesome battle, and real talk here, okay?
They even used Tama.
Even Tama was part of the fight.
Tama was useful.
Yeah, not very.
Kind of.
But kinda, and...
was useful, but for about a split second.
Also, what was your reaction when La Pucelle goes for the kill and almost, actually murders one of the angels?
Yeah, that was...
That's the thing where I'm just
Holy fuck, chill.
I realize you are a goddamn kid. Or, I mean, even someone in there, someone, even a decade older will still make this mistake, but, so driven by the whole, I have to stop you, that they don't realize I
could kill you.
And I knocked the tower over.
No, he only hit it. It's fine.
But it's one of those things where it's he doesn't realize what he's doing because all he's thinking about is Mamoruing.
Snow White, yeah.
By the way, Mamoru is Japanese for to protect. When you have that crush on somebody, you gotta Mamoru them, okay?
Yeah, Mamoru the heck
Remember
out
I
of
taught you that. Mm-hmm. So, La Pucelle just, super buster Omni slashes freaking, the angels.
Almost kills one of them.
Yeah, and I like that the battle scene, like you said, is very, very interesting and exciting, but that's not the fun part about this episode. No. It absolutely is not. So, Kitty, tell me.
Hold on. Actually, one more thing about the battle. Right. The one thing that the only thing that ever threw me off about during the battle is kind of the hilarity of So-chan's gigantic sword.
Yeah, it's
and I know that's his power, but it's also kind of stupid.
Like
in a good way, stupid.
Yeah,
it threw me off. I was
yeah.
It just keeps growing, and then it's up enough so he can hit one of the angels.
Yeah, I don't want to go into a whole thing about he's gonna sit on the boxes and
Are you gonna sit on the box?
Hey, can you give us a meow for the mic?
Can you say hi? Can you say hi?
I hope the mic picked that up. Thank you, Yanto. Where are you going, Yanto?
Where are you going?
Yanto, the people need to know about what happened in episode 4 of Magical Girl.
Yanto, what's your reaction?
Yanto, what do you think about it? Did you even watch it?
No.
Yanto. For those of you at home in this audio-only version of the podcast, Yanto is currently sitting on the platform upon which we have the microphone. He is stumbling on our notebooks. Keep an eye on your coffee because he's gonna...
It's empty, thankfully.
Okay, that's good. Yanto is just sniffing the microphone. He's standing on my notes and Kitty's notes.
Yep.
We actually take notes when we watch the anime. I think it really helps us
ground
our... And now he's like, you know what? Nah.
Come here. Come sit on my lap.
How about sit on my lap, Yanto?
You gonna sit on the lap?
You know, there's people right now watching this who are infuriated.
Yep.
Because they're like, what's going on here?
We just want to hear their opinions
we want to know what happened.
Are you gonna sit between us?
Is he gonna settle? He keeps going in and out of the platform.
Okay, baby, come on. Pick a spot.
Kitty.
He flopped.
You did the thing where he kind of sat like a human being.
I love when he does that.
Yeah, he's so dumb.
Right, so after the battle...
Alright, so cat difficulties out of the way. The battle is awesome and it's very interesting and exciting. Mm-hmm. But then something strange happens. The plan was for Ruler to use her mind control abilities to stop this cat from being a dummy.
That's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work. No. Yanto's sitting on top of me. Yanto, you're heavy. This cat is really heavy.
Yeah, he's 15. Well, he's settling. No, my love.
He's sitting like.
Come on, my love. This is so stupid.
When I said he was sitting on me, I don't mean that he was like on my lap, like literally like on me.
Come on, settle. It's okay. Oh, do you want to go? Yeah, you're causing a problem.
So.
Anyway.
The entire plan was to have Ruler do her mind control thingy.
For Snow White.
While Swim takes all the candies out of Snow White's phone and into her phone.
Yep. So then they can be divided up.
Mm-hmm. So and it appears that it was successful. They fled Team Rocket style. Mm-hmm. And then we get a shot of our protagonists, Snow White and LaPucelle, looking at their phone and going, wait a minute.
Wait, what?
Wait, this is not right.
That's not... what? Why'd they...
And suddenly we cut to the hideout of the C-listers and the corpse of...
No. We don't quite cut there yet.
Wait, no?
No, not yet. We cut to them, Rulers celebrating, and it's like, we're going to divide them up.
Yeah.
We're not going to divide them up evenly because not all of you did the even amount of work.
Yeah,
I'm going to get the most, and then Swim, and then the rest is divided between those three.
Yeah.
The three of the C-list, the extra C-listers.
Oh, that's right, yeah, I forgot. And then we get the really good reveal of, who's got the lowest number of candies. Ruler Pawn. And we get...
And then you get a little flashback showing...
the betrayal.
Why?
The betrayal. So Swim took only half of Snow White's points, which still left her at like 25,000.
Yeah, because Snow White had a fucking bunch.
Yeah, and then since she was holding the Ruler's phone, she had the transaction with Fav that she was going to spread all of those points amongst everyone except Ruler.
And Snow White and LaPucelle, so they wouldn't get the plan.
Yeah, yep.
Mm-hmm. So.
And then we cut
to
a bloody
Ruler's
corpse. Which is funny because Nemorin just had a heart attack.
Yeah.
But it looks like Ruler just like...
No, it looks like the angels fucking killed her.
You know what?
Because they're like celebrating afterwards.
Oh, that's right, because you lose your powers. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I didn't think about that, but that's even...
because Tama's crying at that point.
That actually even Mega explains that, yeah, you're absolutely completely right.
I think those angels fucking killed her.
I think they fucking murdered her.
And are celebrating
it. And this brings us now... we get a thing right at the end of the episode that shows Arisu.
Our new 16th character, even though we've lost 2, so she's technically the 14th. But anyway.
And she was in the opening, so like we knew all along.
We knew she was going to come at some point, but anyway.
Arisu.
And she says, where is the white magical girl?
Kitty,
Swim.
We have to talk about...
Swim.
Also, before we jump there, I looked at the OP of this anime, and there's a shot of a shadowy person holding a spear, like a Sailor Moon spear, and that's Swim.
Yeah, it's totally Swim.
And
I pointed that out in the last one.
Yeah. And that, I think, brings us to a very strange point, because we know that Swim is like 10 years old. Like, it's a child.
Yeah.
It's a child, even more of a child than everyone else.
Right.
And they seem to be like...
They seem to be like not quite there all the way.
No. I think they're super... They know exactly what they're doing. Because I don't think there's no misunderstanding here. Like Swim did exactly what they wanted to do. Like,
But they were also kind of gullible in being convinced that that's what they wanted.
Yeah, I guess
Nimrin was like, "Why aren't you a princess too?"
You know what? That is true, and you're right. But that's premeditated though. Like cool.
It is still totally she knew what she was doing at that point.
Cool motive, still murder.
Hello again, Yanto.
So, Kitty, I have on my notes here. Oh fuck, swim.
Hi, baby. Yeah, I think I have holy fuck swim.
Yeah, like how the remember on yeah, god damn it, Yanto. He wants so much attention.
Yanto don't know what he wants.
He don't know what he wants. But it has to do with us, certainly.
Yep. Let's see. What did I... Yep. Swim.
I have a couple of notes regarding Ruler. If you want me to just jump into that really quickly.
Go for it.
How the fuck are magical girls chosen? Is it just basically on desire? Because if that is the case, let me tell you this. Ruler was not a good person. It was desire out of, like, anger and selfishness. And I guess you could say pride.
Yeah.
And well, we have Snow White, which is a really kind of like a nice... I don't want to say like I don't want to say neutral ground.
She's your prototypical magical girl.
Yeah, but her desire was out of goodness and out of wanting to do
help
the right
others.
thing and idolizing of magical girls. And you could almost make the extension that La Pucelle is about protecting people.
Yeah,
you know,
and upholding the virtues of a magical girl.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we have Ruler, who was doing this just out of wanting to
out of her own greed almost.
Yeah, and almost getting back at people.
Yeah.
And to kind of like regain the empowerment that was taken away from her from living in a shitty world where
where she's not valued because she's a woman.
Exactly, absolutely. Now this brings me to a point though. If it's purely done on desire, it's interesting that what do you think are the reasons why other people are here? Like Calamity Mary.
Yeah.
Who is like
who just wants to fuck shit up, it looks like.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Although Calamity Mary does inspire Ruler to like get some, as she says it, meat shields.
Yeah, and I freaking love that line.
Yeah,
I gotta get
myself
some.
Capped that one.
Yeah, it should be on the screen right now. That's a good one right there.
Yeah.
That is absolutely a good one.
Yeah, but it is true. Like, what was the girl's desire to get into this at the beginning?
Absolutely, and like we have, of course, the C-listers like the Peaky Angels.
Yeah, or something.
I forget
The Angels.
And Tama. Because it seems to be related to their powers. Because again, Snow White wants to help people, so her ability is to find people who need help.
Yeah.
Or to listen out for them. And we have
and you get the shot of Ruler meeting Tama.
Yeah.
And Tama's like in some trash.
Yeah, which is pretty funny. Also, how did it? I had a strong emotional resonance when Top Speed was like, we have to go find Ruler, because they go way back. They knew each other.
Yeah,
they knew each other.
Because I think they contracted around the same time.
Yeah, and it's
basically
it's one of those things where I'm like I didn't have an emotional attachment, but hearing and seeing Top Speedo's worriedness really like that really hit me.
The thing that got me in the same vein is swim. She puts the corpse down and then she sheds a single tear.
Yeah.
Because she still really idolized Ruler, but that's but she as she points out to herself, there can't be two rulers. There can't be two, I mean there can, but
but, I mean,
in her logic.
I guess this really does bring out the whole like she is ultimately a child.
Yeah, and I think that's like it's an interesting take on magical girls because a lot of them are children in the genre.
Yeah.
But like this is like a 10-year-old child at most.
Yeah, and it's the idea of like, what happens if you, I swear to God, Yanto, if you jump on the freaking platform, you're gonna be in trouble. Now he's just inside of a bag now.
Hi.
But I do definitely agree that like, we were both worried that this was just gonna be Madoka Magica again.
Yeah.
And I am enjoying that it is definitely tackling the, like, I don't want to be the big concept because who freaking knows?
Because we won't know until the end.
But right now the way we're analyzing it is like these are children.
Yeah, a lot of them are children.
And adults. Who
Who
are literally like using all this power for what they believe is right or what they want to do with it.
Yeah, like that's why like Nimrin protects dreams.
Yeah. And that's why like if I have to get really like high concept is like that's why I have a lot of issues with like superhero stories because I'm like, are you really telling me that if this person had all this power they wouldn't just do selfish things?
Yeah.
And that is why a lot of superheroes have like the grounding on morality, like Spider-Man, and Batman is a terrible example, so let's not even go there because normal people don't become
Batman.
Ninjas. So I don't know, that's a problem. But
I like how Keikaku's tackling it.
Absolutely.
You didn't turn your phone on silent.
I'm sorry.
Shamed.
I know, I'm so shamed. Yeah, you wouldn't shame your cat, but you would shame me, right?
No, I shamed my cat.
You know what? You're right. You're right. As a bit of a final note before we move on with maybe some closing thoughts. This episode was so fucking gay.
It was actually.
It was really gay.
It was really gay.
Yeah,
because So-chan and Snow White.
Yeah, just mamaroing each other.
Yeah, and then there's the shot of her like being like, "Don't go" or whatever.
Yeah.
And then also Swim admiring Ruler almost to a fault.
Yeah. Oh, also. What do you think about that one shot of Top Speedo meeting with Sister Nana and
in that
like I guess
dingy ass like warehouse somewhere?
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a feeling that's gonna do with the like giving out candies.
Like how much
to everyone else.
I feel like we're heading to a faction thing.
I feel like and there's also I didn't screen cap this because I realized it after the episode was over. But in the opening, there is a shot where you see Ripple fighting, and then you see Winter Prison fighting. And I'm wondering if they're going to do battle. And I don't know why, particularly right now, because this is only benefiting them without neither of them having done anything.
Yeah, like, and again, but no detail is ever wasted, right?
Exactly,
like, you like
the shot in the opening of Swim.
Absolutely, like, it's there for a reason, and I do definitely feel that we are probably heading towards some sort of
big-ass
faction. Whereas, like, and I'm calling it right now, Fab is gonna be like, you know what, I said 8, but you know what, let's just do one magical girl, go decide for yourselves.
Yeah.
Why? Because fuck you, that's why.
Because you're draining too much mana, fuckers.
This magical resource that I just made up.
Yep. Sorry, Mike.
So, do you have any more thoughts on this episode 4 of Magical Girl Racing Keikaku?
It was pretty damn good. I'd highly recommend it.
I definitely agree with you that, like, I had my reservations, but they're just things that are lingering in the back of my mind. This episode was incredibly solid, and it was one of those things when I realized that, like, the time that passed in that episode was just like
2 hours.
Like 2 hours.
If not an hour.
But it was very well compressed and very well presented, and we got a character's backstory, we got to learn about them. And
we got to learn about 2 characters, really.
And to me, it didn't feel like Ruler was gonna die.
Yeah, because I would have never predicted that.
Yeah, no. I thought, okay, we're getting to know her before, things get bad for her, and they did. But it didn't feel like Nemorin.
Yeah.
When Nemorin's, I'm like,
you're blatantly dying.
The instant she bonded with the main character, I'm like, she's dead. She's so dead.
Yep. I can definitely say this was not what I was expecting, where this episode would go. I thought they would fight, and I don't know. I thought La Pucelle was going to sacrifice herself for Snow White at this point.
That could still happen. It's
still
there.
Could.
It's still there.
But like that moment where she's like, "I'll just give you all my candies."
Yeah,
I thought.
Okay, yeah, that particular line made me go like, don't like this once again.
You're like, excuse me, you know you're gonna die.
You're a kid. You're a stupid kid.
Yeah.
You're a stupid kid. Don't split the party.
Yeah. And also not recognizing the concept of death.
Absolutely, yeah. Or putting, and I know it's nice to put, and it seems nice and it's selfless to put someone else's life before yours, but when the end result is somebody else dying anyway, find another solution, okay?
Yeah.
You can still Mamoru while not Mamoruing so hard.
Not Mamoruing enough to kill you.
On the subject of
death.
We have to
kill this episode.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't have the heart to say it. Thank you for having it, Kitty. We have a new outro because YouTube changed everything, so we have like 20 seconds to do our closing. So for the time being, we want to thank you for watching.
Yep.
We reply to every comment that you leave, so make sure to leave a comment down below. We want to know what you think regarding this anime.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Check out the playlist. All that stuff.
Check out Patreon.
Yeah, to watch your videos early and get a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
But for the time being, Kitty, sign us off.
We are Keikakuing away. This is just gonna be my outro.
This is what you've done every episode.
This is just my outro, I guess, now.